Of course he wouldn't be an upgrade. Is Baker Mayfield a great quarterback? No, he's not a great quarterback. I understand that. But he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, the idea that we're going to go from Baker to Jimmy and things are going to get better, there's no evidence of that whatsoever. Oh, Jimmy's a winner. The Niners were terrible the year before he got there. The Browns were terrible the century before Baker got there. Oh, but Jimmy G, he delivers in big moments. No, he doesn't. He's just along for the ride. Can we show their career playoff numbers, please? Can we just show them? Because one guy has been good in his 2 career playoff games. The other guy has 4 playoff wins and 2 losses. Not coincidentally, the 2 losses are the 2 games he was asked to throw the ball more than 25 times. And the wins are when he might as well have bought a ticket to the game. It's like, oh, our special teams will score our only touchdown. You can throw 8 passes, Jimmy. Like, give me a break. Greg, I know you're not a huge Baker guy. At this point, I don't know if there are many huge Baker guys. I get that. But you and I see the same thing in Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm confident in. The idea that you are going to go to a more injury-prone, less natural talent player who's older and get better. No, you're not. So, no, Jimmy G would not be an upgrade over Baker
Talk about leading the witness.
Wow. No, he's not leading me. I have my own stance and opinions, Chris. But it's definitely in conjunction with Nick. This is a lateral move, if anything. Like, you're not improving at the quarterback position. And some will say, well, Jimmy Garoppolo's career completion percentage is better. But when it boils down to football and sports in general, it's about winning the game and having your best players play at their best when their best is needed. And that has typically not been the case with Jimmy Garoppolo. I know Chris and Wild, you guys are ready to pounce once I said winning the game. Well, winning the game is when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo has been more about the team than anything. Because when I look at this Brown situation, it is fitting for Jimmy Garoppolo. And I believe one of the reasons why they're intrigued by him, if they are, is because he's coming from a situation where they turn around and hand the ball off and the offense is run-centric and based around what we've established on the run game and then play action pass. He has had some success there. So you would think, you know what, maybe this would be a good insert, plug and play. You know, he's not big, he's not great when it comes to accuracy or carrying the team. Well, Baker wasn't great, but are you trying to actually step up and be one of the better teams in the league and take a huge step? Or you're just trying to slide over in a comfortable seat that looks a little bit better physically or what have you than what you currently have? And that's what I think the Browns are doing if they make this decision to go with Jimmy Garoppolo. Again, they haven't made any decision, but I'm not sold on a better fit being Jimmy Garoppolo for the Browns over Baker Mayfield. It's like you're taking one guy and just saying, you know what, he's just, like they said, he's a better leader or he's more mature. No, I need you to be able to perform. And when the ball is in your hand, when we need you to step up. And that has never really been Jimmy Garoppolo. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Totally.
We're talking about Jimmy G, who went to the Super Bowl and conference championships, right? That's who we're talking about? Because it feels like Jimmy G is applying for the Browns quarterback position, and Greg is the hiring manager. And Greg is looking at the resume. It says here, flaws, weaknesses, too much winning, too much of a team player. Can you explain, please? Yeah, Jimmy G is a team player, and he wins a lot of football games. And Mort came out yesterday and said they wanted an adult in the room. And I thought that was a really telling statement, Broussard, because what we saw yesterday or a few days ago from Baker is there was a meeting with Deshaun Watson, a meeting. And Baker went out and said, you know what, this looks like goodbye for me. It was just a meeting. The 49ers gave up draft picks and basically said, Trey is our future. This is the future. We're going to see how Jimmy G plays out, but Trey's obviously our future. And Jimmy G said, okay, I'm still going to, while I'm here, I'm going to try my best. and ends up going to the playoffs and beating Aaron Rodgers. So I think that is what the Browns are looking for. And while Odell left the team because of Baker and his inaccuracy and basically threw Baker under the bus, what do the 49ers players do? All they do is say nice things about Jimmy G. Yep. All George Kittle says is Jimmy G is my guy. This guy gets a lot of criticism, but you know what? He's my guy. I never heard that out of the Browns locker room. I never heard Baker gets a lot of criticism, but he's my guy. There was crickets when that video came out, and I think that was telling. I think the Cleveland organization looks at Jimmy G in his Subway commercial and says, not only does that make me hungry, it makes me hungry for a winner, and that's Jimmy G.
Great points, Wilds. Now, look, obviously I'm known as a Jimmy G guy along with Wilds because all he does is win no matter what. Back. But here's the thing, and you guys know this is not hedging because you know I've said this on the show. I said when the offseason began or when the Browns were eliminated that they should go after one of the big three, right? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or Deshaun Watson. Now, maybe they be pipe dreams, but those are the three I would go after to replace Baker. And if I can't get one of them, I'm fine with Baker. Now, Greg, you said lateral move. I think that's fair because I thought, I could argue Kirk Cousins is better than Baker for sure. I could argue Jimmy G wins more, maybe better than Baker, has intangibles like Wild said. But Baker has more upside, I think, than Jimmy G. And he's a number one pick. He did play well, a year ago when he led him to the playoffs and a playoff victory. So I'm not really ready to give up on Baker unless I was getting a Deshaun Watson or a superstar quarterback, which Jimmy G isn't. What I don't like about this for the Browns is that you pretty much know Jimmy G is not your quarterback of the future because he's as good as he is. Yes. You're always going to be looking for somebody better. Baker maybe could have been that guy. But here's the problem, Nick. Baker bailed. That tweet of surrender, how do I get past that? If Baker can come in and be an adult, to use Chris Mortensen's words, and say, look, I was upset. I saw you guys are flying to Houston to get Deshaun Watson. Forget it. I'm all in. I want to win back your trust. Like whatever. I was just mad. That would be different. But he seems to have surrendered and not wanted to compete and look in the mirror and say, you know what? I got to be better. If they don't get Deshaun Watson, I'm going to be the quarterback and I'm going to be better. That's the attitude I want. And I don't see that. I see flight. So in that case, you might as well bring in Jimmy G.
Hold on, just a few quick things before I go to Greg. First of all, there was not going to be an opportunity to compete. It was never, we're going to bring in Deshaun Watson and the best man wins the job. It was going to be, if we bring in Deshaun Watson,
I'm not saying that.
He's gone.
But hold on, Nick.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Obviously, he's gone if they get Deshaun Watson. I'm saying if they didn't get Deshaun Watson, instead of going out there on the field and saying, you know what, I'm going to prove to them that I'm the guy.
I think he would.
He's surrendering.
I think.
I
disagree with your read.
The tweet said I'm
No, it didn't. No, I think the tweet said, I think they're moving on from me. Thank you, City of Cleveland. To me, it was him saying, you guys are done with me. I want to tell the City of Cleveland how much my wife and I have enjoyed our time here. But I just quickly on the Jimmy G thing, like Baker, if they're the same level of player, and I think Baker's a touch better, but like you said, and Baker's younger and cheaper and less injury prone, then going to Jimmy G would be a bad decision. And I just don't know. This is why I think quarterback wins, Greg, are so misleading. I don't know how the words didn't jump back into Wild's mouth when he said Jimmy G beat Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game. In that game, Jimmy G was horrible. He was egregiously bad. Their only touchdown came on a blocked punt. They won despite his... So that's my point. Greg, that's why I can't buy into because yes, he beat Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game where he had a 57 passer rating and was one of the worst players on the field from start to finish. I watched the game.
It's really simple, Wilds. And Chris, I see you actually have a little bit of sense. But if Jimmy Garoppolo was so good, why is he in search of a job?
Ooh, I don't know.
Thank you.
Why
is
it
a job?
Because he took
Greg,
this team,
he's going to get a job. You know that.
I know he is going to get a job. But he took this 49er teams to 2 Super Bowls. Everyone loves him. Everyone goes to bat for him. Everyone says he's my guy. Yes, he's my guy. Well, why don't they think he's their guy?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.